One thing that will boggle their minds is that we are a band that gets along.
Yeah.
Is that unique?
In my experience, yes.
Yeah, and the famous words of Taylor Sims, I'd rather be stuck at an airport at 3:30 with you guys than with another band having a great time.
Yeah.
I meant it.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Dust in the ashtray, Dolly and wine. Dusk is approaching, he's on my mind. Ghost in a shell, heart is bleeding, but he can't tell. When he's here, he's gone, like a worn-out song. But we wrote the words, so I sing along. Oh, Jolene, why you always stuck in the middle? Oh, Jolene, please just let him be. Emeralds and ivory I do not have. Treasure and mystery can weaken a man. Ghost in a shell, house is burning, but he can't tell. Is he wrapped within your auburn hair? I try my best, but I can't compare. Oh, Jolene, why you always stuck in the middle? Oh, Jolene, please just let him be. Oh, Jolene. Oh, Jolene, please just let him be. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, Morning's approaching, I leave the porch light on. Dust in the ashtray, please come home.
Awesome. Thanks for coming over to my studio apartment, everybody.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. And would you mind introducing yourselves and the fellas?
Of course, yeah. My name is Madeline Hawthorne. I'm from Bozeman, Montana. This here is Ace Angfer and Sean McCauley and Taylor Sims, all from here in Colorado.
Oh, cool. Wow. Yeah, I recognized a couple, Taylor and Sean. So a lot of the band's based in Colorado, and you're in Montana.
Yeah, that's right.
How'd that come about?
Well, Sean and Ace here were in a band together for many years called Grant Farm. And Grant Farm toured all over the country, including Montana. And I had a band in Bozeman called Hawthorne Roots before I started my own project. So we opened for Grant Farm at a infamous dive bar in Bozeman called the Filling Station. And they needed a place to stay. So they crashed at my house and met my husband Henry and me, and we became fast friends. And then once the pandemic hit and I was looking for a new project, a new band, I hit them up and they were interested in being a part of this wild ride. And so that was October of 2021. Yeah, so now we're in 2024, almost 3 years. Wow.
Coming up on 3 years.
Oh my gosh. 3 years, yeah. So, and then they introduced me to Taylor Sims. They're really plugged into the Colorado music scene here. And so we met Taylor playing a wedding, actually. And as soon as I heard him play, I thought, well, let's see if we can get this guy to come on tour and convince him to come on one Montana weekend run. And the rest is history.
Here you are.
Yeah. Wondering what you're doing here.
How did I
Showing
get
back up.
Yeah. I'll keep calling.
Taylor, your wife is Bonnie, right?
Yep.
And you guys are in a few groups.
Yep. Yeah, we have a few bands. She's got a band called Big Richard that's really doing well these days, touring a lot. And we have a band called the Bonnie and Taylor Sims Band as well. It's it's kind of on the back burner because I'm in this project and she's in Big Richard, and so we'll make time for it when it comes around. But this is where I'm at now.
Yeah, you're welcome to come back on if you guys would like.
Cool, I like this setup.
Yeah.
And Sean, we were talking a little bit beforehand. You're in a few groups, and I saw you at FOCO MX in Fort Collins, the music experiment, and you were playing with was it your newborn while you're playing drums?
Yes. Yeah.
Classic.
Mom was out of town, and I got asked to play a couple shows, and I got a babysitter for one of them, but the other one I was like, man, I got to bring the guy, and I'm gonna. His name's Hendrix. He's almost 2, and at the time, geez, he was like 1, and I said, can I strap him to my chest and play the show? And Andrew McConaughey from Drunken Hearts said, absolutely.
Of course he said.
Yeah.
It was so fun just to
So-
watch his curiosity and kind of nonchalantness the whole time.
Well, the thing about it was he always sits on my lap when we're at home drumming, and so he always gets to play and he just hits stuff. So we sit down and I don't know how this is gonna go. He's got his headphones on, I can barely see, and then he starts I start playing and he starts grabbing for my sticks and brushes and trying to play. So I had to hand him a brush, and he just sat there, as you remember, just kind of waving it around, pretending like he was playing. And then all the cameras come out and everyone's filming us. I don't think there was one where we both don't look kind of terrified.
Right.
We're both so,
I don't know if I'm going to do this again. Man, I wish I could have been there for that.
yeah.
He was just conducting the whole thing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right.
He was the one.
Yeah, it's great if
Put it
it
all
goes
together.
great. There's a lot of fellow parents that could be judging you if something didn't go right.
They were for sure judging, no matter what, but it was
No
great.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
well,
was fun.
nobody
He had
likes
his headphones. And yeah.
You're a Colorado dad.
Yeah.
Colorado
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of interesting is COVID, and thinking back, it seems like a lot of people have an anecdote or a reference about how it affected their lives. There's not a quantitative way to express or understand it, but it's had such an impact and changed the trajectory of a lot of people's lives, like it did yours. I had downtime, so I started making documentary films, and I think that's kind of changed a lot in my life too. And
It's tough and difficult to say that there's some times during COVID that I'll look back on and I'll miss, having that time and what I was able to create in that moment. Not that I would want to go back to a moment like that, but a lot of positive things and positive changes happened in my life because of the way that I was forced to pivot. I was forced to reassess what it was that I was doing. And, you're just going so fast all the time that it's hard to take a break and take a step back and make sure you're still going in the direction that you want to be going. So, yeah, for better or for worse, here we are now because of COVID.
For better.
For better.
For better.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
how do you balance when you're really busy and that drive to create, and there's a lot of people putting out content. It seems like a lot of people are putting out more albums more often, and just to be on top of the game or be on social media. And then the other part to enjoy life and live and have experience that you can write songs about and reconnect with the emotions that are driving these songs.
That's one of the main reasons why I'll never leave Montana, is because as soon as I get home, whether it's, a couple days or I get a week, I'm exactly where I want to be, and it's very easy for me to get out into nature, which is a space that really helps me get into my creative zone and exercise and just be outside. And then when it comes to social media, that's something I think all musicians are just dealing with. It's something, at least I have accepted that, I have to do it. So I might as well utilize it in a way that I tell my story the way that I want to. I control the narrative with social media.
For sure.
Sean's on Instagram as of
Finally
recently.
there.
Yeah.
Stick with a bowl of ramen. That's all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to talk to Sean about getting on social media. Your wife was with me.
Yeah, she had already
so I
greased it up
forced
pretty
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got him a bowl of ramen and we sat him down and we're like, "Hey, Sean, you gotta get on Instagram.
I'm gonna start sharing
Yeah.
these stories.
Yeah.
And now she can't stop me.
Give us a pitch so we can get you some more followers.
Give you a pitch.
Yeah, here's my Instagram handle.
Okay.
You're gonna get puppies. You're gonna get like beautiful sunsets and lots of wisdom.
You're gonna get the best picture of all time, which is Hendrix strapped to me playing the drums for his first live show.
Well done.
Yeah. All the cuteness.
Little white bags and sticks of carcinogen, empty bottle shelf, my pain again. Guess I thought it might change this time around. I bet it was obvious to the circle outside of you and me, but I was lost in us. Got caught in the rhythm and it tripped me up. Yeah, it tripped me up. It fucked me up. The poison called.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys have been on the road lately
Yeah.
together?
Tons.
Yeah.
So much.
Since like
Since-
December, it seems like.
Yep.
We've
Pretty
been on the road.
nonstop.
Wow.
Yep. Little breaks here and there. We let's see. We opened for John Craigie and the Shook Twins. 3 of us went on the road with Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real for a couple weeks. We did a really fun 2-week tour starting in California. We got to play High Sierra Music Festival, all the way, through California, Idaho, and then up to Montana, up to like really close to the Canadian border. We played a country festival called Under the Big Sky, and like everywhere in between.
Yeah.
We're grateful for it. I mean, this is what we want to do, and there's times when it's hard, but the easiest part is always getting on stage and playing the show. Even in 105-degree heat, it's still my favorite part of the whole thing.
Those are some really cool people that you perform with.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
John Craigie. I love John Craigie. I listen to him
We
all the
do
time.
too. We love him. We love his music and his soul.
Yeah.
He's
Whole
just such
deal.
a good,
Just his
such a
whole
good dude.
deal.
We love you, Craigie.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was cool. We actually, because he plays solo most of the time, so we learned a handful of his tunes, and so my band opened for him, which was really cool, and then we backed him up on some of his songs, which was great. And I think maybe my favorite part was that you guys didn't know that his live show is a comedy bit, and so they're on stage and they're like, why do we have these stools? Like, why did he give us stools to sit down? And then they're like hearing all of his jokes for the first time on stage in front of over 1,000 people. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're dying because
Yeah,
he's
'cause he's
hilarious.
so
He's just
good.
like, oh,
He's so
man.
good.
Felt
Yeah.
like one of the Saturday Night Live
Yes.
band kind of people sitting there. You know.
Totally.
So
Totally.
Shout out to Craigie.
Yeah.
Come through Longmont.
Come hang out, Craigie.
Come hang out in my studio apartment.
Yeah. Come hang out in the studio apartment, Craigie. It's fun.
Yeah.
And Lucas Nelson was phenomenal.
Lucas was a big one.
Such a gentleman, such a gracious host to us as his opening band. He came out and played a song during our set every single night. And his band, Promise of the Real, is just some of the classiest, kindest humans I've ever met. And we got to play some really great rooms with them. That's why he's got crazy eyes right now. Okay, we're not in a tour van anymore. But
We are.
We are
on camera.
Oh,
Yeah. I do feel like I'm in a tube still, though.
yeah, totally.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've been in a lot of
So
tubes
many-
lately.
So many tubes and boxes.
Tubes and boxes. That's the story of us right now.
Yeah, that'll be the
It's a song.
biography.
Tubes and boxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're working on it.
Yeah, we are. Totally working on
Tales
it.
from Purgatory.
Tales from
Yeah,
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
I can't keep from these tubes and boxes.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right, co-write. There
Nice.
That's all it takes.
Credit's yours.
Yeah.
Theme music. Written.
Yeah.
Done.
Done. That's one song in the bank.
Call it lunch.
Hit records. That's what we do.
All right.
How do y'all keep it lively, or what do you do on the road to, like, I don't know?
Drink
This-
coffee.
You're really looking at it right now.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
We
big
just try to
help.
make each other laugh as much as we can,
Yeah.
even when it's maybe not appropriate.
At
Yeah.
each other's expense sometimes,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Even when it's 3:30 in the morning and we all just kind of want to cry and crumple on the floor in the airport, but instead we laugh a little. It gets weird.
Gets weird.
pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about cards, though. We're actually thinking about buying. each other
Yeah.
cards.
Any card games you recommend for the road?
For the long haul.
Man, I think you're asking the wrong guy. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I
Like, I'm the
haven't played a lot of different.
Yeah.
Well, we're working on it, so stay tuned on social media. We'll post some really exciting videos of us playing cards in
Yeah.
the airport.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Man, the
great.
followers, I can just see them now. They're just going to come in droves.
Yeah,
Watch us play
for the
cards.
card games.
I can't barely wait for that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Content.
It's part of the game, right? It's just part of the profession, having to kind of promote and do a lot of social media.
I mean, to me, it seems undeniable at this point, like that you kind of have to be a part of it. There could be some folks out there who aren't a part of it and doing great, I don't know about them because they're not on social media.
Yeah. I don't know that they exist.
Oh man, it sounds terrible coming out of my mouth, but you know, we're just doing our best to try and get our names out there. So kind of by whatever means necessary for us.
I heard there's something called an engagement engineer. Is that real?
I don't know.
Don't know, probably can't afford them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tom LaFawn was on, and he said that, but their goal is to like, you say something controversial and it gets likes.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
something we've noticed is that, you know, something, I mean, you just kind of had one with that Lucas Nelson sit-in in Montana.
yeah.
There was some
Yep.
comments that were, yeah, just annoying. And
Yeah, there were some women who made some really mean comments about my body and what I was wearing and how unclassy I was, and so yeah, I spun it.
but that, you know, those kind of things do get more traction sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Taylor, sometimes those ones get more traction than the nice ones.
That's,
you know? It's
that's
like,
right.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
What's that
That's
old
what we
saying?
like.
Any
publicity.
Any
press is
any
good
press
press.
is good press.
Yes.
That's for sure. And even the bad press is sometimes the best press.
Yeah.
And because people will they'll run to your defense if they're on your side, or they'll form camps, you know, and that's what good art does. It divides the audience. It should anyway.
Sure.
So
Sure.
that.
and so people like will run to your defense, or they won't. They'll run to the offense and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, they were right." But it's a sad state, but it is true. Like, that's what people engage with.
Humans.
Yes, we can't decide what we want, but we love the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how we're wired. Unfortunately, it's
Yep.
like we're own worst enemy.
But shade always follows the sun, you know. So you know you're doing something right if people are getting pissed off.
Yeah, that's what you said to me when I was upset about what this woman said.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right.
You know, you got a bleep button on this thing. I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off on those ladies.
Now that we have
Now that we have a
Get that
platform,
bleep button ready.
we would like to say to you. No, I'm just kidding. Yep, moving on. We're past it. Yeah, just rise above.
Are we past it, or do we want to take the opportunity to like?
What I was gonna say, and I didn't, was I was gonna say they hate us because they ain't us.
That's
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Next song. Next song.
I've been stumbling, lost the finish line. Been running so long that I forgot why. Oh, I need a drink, a moment to think. Where did I go wrong? House is crumbling, I'm alone. I pushed you away for the sake of a song. Oh, I need a drink, a moment to think. Where did I go wrong? Find my way at the bottom of a bottle. Oh, that's no way to live out these days. When did my heart close up like the start of a winter's night? It's cold and it's dark. I'm feeling my way around. Somebody turn on the lights. I've been wondering how you've been, where you are, and who you're seeing while I sit
So anyway, things are going great. Everything's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, totally healthy.
Yeah, that's the way it feels in the world to me too. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Everything's great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I saw that face. No one else can, but we did.
Something I've been talking to guests about is something they're like hopeful and something they're worried about. Is there anything on your mind lately, particularly that you are worried about within yourself or within others around you?
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first. Now that I'm a dad, they're one and the same, hopeful and worried with Hendrix. You know, just like always on guard, trying to keep him safe. And then like I look in his eyes, you know, the world's all crazy, and he gives me one look. I'm like, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He's the bright future of the world. You know what I mean? So definitely like hope and worry combined in one little being.
It sounds powerful. There's like a pureness to a human who hasn't been influenced by the world yet. And
Yeah.
seeing that purity maybe, I don't know, strikes a feeling of universal love or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Sean.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go. I'm a little jealous now.
I can follow that.
Who's gonna say anything?
I really love my dogs. My dogs give me hope, and so do my cats.
Yeah.
You know, or at least comfort.
Yeah.
People have said that. Yeah, people have said they're like their pets, or somebody said like the Waffle House. They were just looking forward to going to the Waffle House.
Nice.
Like it's not. You can be
What are you
like.
guys doing after this? That sounds good.
Lunch sounds nice.
Waffle House.
I mean, we look forward to Tom Kagai soup.
That's right.
That gives us
That's-
hope and
There is.
warmth and solace when we're really tired. We're simple. We just
We are. That's our road food, Tom Kagai.
Yeah.
Always looking for the next high spot.
Oh my
And
god.
Pozole. You
And
can.
Pozole.
The way to our heart is through soup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
we're getting on soup season.
When in doubt
You know?
or worry or anxiety, turn to soup.
Turn to soup.
Broth life.
Broth.
Life, yeah.
Broth life. Hashtag broth life. One thing that will boggle their minds is that we are a band that gets along,
Yeah.
and that's very nice for us. But so I hope that boggled your mind.
There's hope.
There is hope. There's hope in that.
Is that unique?
In my experience, yes. I mean, I've been in a lot of bands, and you know, I'm not. None of them have been terrible, but to find a crew like this, a family like this, is pretty rare. You know, because we're so married, and we spend so much time together. You know, in on planes and in the van and sound checking and waiting and going to hotels and so much like we're like all in a pressure cooker all the time, and so to be able to get along and to love each other is I don't take it for granted
Yeah, it's a treat.
It's such a treat.
Yeah, we're really fortunate.
because it's really not supposed to work. You know, this is an unnatural existence that bands have to endure to make it. You know, because you have to put in a lot of time and you have to invest a lot of yourself into this to make it, even get a shot at making it. Not even making it, you know, just to be in the arena that you might make it. You have to invest so much of your existence and your soul into it, and to do it so closely with others, it doesn't always work out, you know, and even in good times with people that you really jive with, it can still be really hard. So the fact that it's not that is a ultimate blessing.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah, in the famous words of Taylor Sims, I'd rather be stuck at an airport at 3:30 with you guys than with another band having a great time.
Yeah. It's the best.
I meant it.
man.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Something I've been thinking about lately. We're both in creative fields, and sometimes the work seems so important. At least, like to me, the act of creating and the creation. But sometimes I need to remind myself that life's also kind of about the people that you're spending it with, like the people you're spending your time with, and not just what you're creating or what you're doing. And so it's cool that you're able to like spend all this time together and enjoy each other.
Yeah, we are really lucky because it can be easy, I think, to become isolated in this world too. Because when you're home, you know, you're not up to date on what's happening with your friend group. We've talked about that a little bit, how it can be hard to reach out sometimes, and so it can go from being this existence that's like constant stimulation. You're constantly around your people, and then you go home and then you wind up just missing your people because they're the only ones who know your stupid inside jokes, or get why you love Tumka Guy so much, or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't know, like Taylor said, we're super blessed to get along and get to create so much together and get to combine both of those things. So yeah.
I was curious about the music industry as a profession. I was curious to ask, what revenue stream, or how do you make it work? Because I've heard like streaming, for instance, is not going to bring in a lot of money.
Nope.
Not unless not unless you get like crazy amounts of streams, which is really hard to do. Merch sales and live performances, I think, are our greatest source of income. So if there's anything I can pass on to people who support live music, is go to the shows and buy the merch, because it really does make the biggest difference to our very, very, very thin bottom line.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of do whatever you have to do, right?
Yeah.
In the meantime, whatever it takes when you're not on the road. So yeah, it's a challenge. We're still figuring it out. So if anybody has the answer out there, shoot me a DM.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We're just got a big bag of money and you feel like giving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll take it. We're
just
good
take
at
it.
taking those.
Yeah. We'll take your money.
I'm sorry to tell you that I'm going to intercept that bag of money. All us creatives are in the
That's
same.
that's basically how it goes, right? There's a big bag of money, it just keeps getting
It's
intercepted.
got to be somewhere.
Someone's got that thing.
Who wants to support the arts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and again, we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be here, man. Doing the thing. Because I'd rather do this than like sit at a desk, personally.
It'd be kind of a tragedy or sad if y'all weren't able to. It's so cool to hear, and I don't know, to take something away that people are passionate about, or not to be able to be viable, makes me unhappy to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
Yeah.
We need to express ourselves as humans, and the way we do that is through art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing and spreading love too. And there's a really great quote Jim James had at a songwriting conference about that. Is that this is one of our ways personally as musicians for us to share our joy of music and love, and at the bottom line, and having people out there who are into music and want to go out there and listen as well. It's being able to receive that, and that's kind of the cycle of that, or
Give and
reciprocal
take kind of thing.
aspect of that, where
Give
we
and take.
give and take, and
Totally. Yeah. We're lucky. We're fortunate.
certainly believe in the power of music.
But we'll still take a bag of money.
Yeah.
To be clear. I mean, right.
Right, good. Yeah,
good.
yeah, no, that's good. Let's
Going
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
Give them the
that's-
P.O. box number,
Yeah.
bag of money,
Yeah.
P.O. box.
money, just send it our way.
Well, you guys want to bring it home for us?
Yeah, I would love to.
Bring her on.
This is I'm not sure when this is airing, but this is a brand new song that we recorded in Fort Collins at the Blasting Room, and we're really excited about it. It comes out September 13th. So if it's past September 13th, we're dead. No, if it's past September 13th, you can go listen to it. So go listen to it. It's called Howl at the Moon. Ow. Uh-huh.
If I reach my exit too soon, promise you won't howl
That's me making the drum sound. Yeah. I'm Madeline Hawthorne, and you can follow us on all social media platforms. Just look up Madeline Hawthorne. You can also follow Taylor Sims.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tater Skins on Instagram.
That's
That's
right.
where I'll
Lives
be.
in Longmont.
Macaulay.Sean.
Macaulay.Sean. If you want to catch the baby photos and
Fun tour stuff.
and so
you
much
know?
fun tour
Yeah.
stuff. He gets great content.
Great content.
Ace Ankfer here. We were talking about Taylor's record that he's got out with Bonnie. Ace Ankfer has one record out and one on the way.
Indeed.
Ace Ankfer Music.
Yes.
Yeah, so keep in touch with all of us because we all have exciting things going on. And yeah, again, we're just fortunate to be here. So thanks for listening.
It's awesome. Buy merch. Go see them live. Listen to local music, and love one another.
Amen.
Thanks.